Linzabu. Hi. Oh, 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 oh. So, my people, this is our progress so far. So those are the connections to the kitchen, water connection. So I think this is for the sink and whatever. But guys, I don't like how these guys are so wasteful. Yesterday I was not here when they were doing the plastering, but the way they leave things looking, and they were not even supposed to use the tank because there was no water. I just wonder why they still insisted on, you know, making it look like that. This corner here is left for a little bit of design. I think they're going to do the same thing the other side. Then these poles have to be here for some time. So there is still a lot of cleaning to go on. You see the, how do they call that one? The one that is bringing water. I forgot. Yeah, but there are a few designs that have to be put there. Yes, there. And then the same thing has to be done here. But these guys are not serious. Like, how can you tie a pipe here? I hope they just did it to protect this, because if not, they would have been very bad boys. But then I have a lot of dust to clean from the inside, because there was a lot of when they were plastering there, the sand would fall into the kitchen, so a lot of cleaning has to be. I love the fact that they left this space so that you can simply twist whatever you want to twist or open, but it's inside not outside. The other time when we did the plastering for the last time, we bought poles, a lot of poles, and unfortunately we had to buy more poles because of they had dried out. And since the house is high like that, we can't risk them falling, so we bought new poles. You see, they are very still fresh, like from the garden, from the farm or from the garden. You see, yes, they are stronger. And then the door is looking simply amazing, perfect. Yeah, and they did the same thing up there. So the other thing I forgot to tell you is why they keep leaving those holes. You see those holes, like that one and that one, and they're going to do the same for here, because all these holes have to be cleared once. They have to be cleared once. You see these holes? All these holes have to be cleared once. I think I have to color this so that I can stop the rusting, because if I don't, I'll cry. And then also these holes, see the window, it needs cleaning, like a lot of cleaning. It applies to even the upper, even this one. So there's a lot of rough work still going on, but the thing is, we are moving on. And then the other problem or challenge that we might have is this. So now here they put different stones. Yes, they put different stones because this is where the musingi stops. What is musingi? The foundation stops around here. So the foundation has to be covered in stones so that the water does not enter into our house. Okay. Yes, this is the plumbing or the provision for our the provision for our, I want to remember, for our washing machine. It's here. This is my mini office window. Then there is another one, but yeah, my dog, this is where the water passes from here, you see. But if I remove the stone, there's a way my dog likes playing from there. So he just gets out and then comes back with lots of ticks and ants, and I have to treat, and it is very annoying. It's very annoying, guys. Today's trip is without my Wati. Okay, so if you saw this door, but you can still see the dirt. Like, see guys, everything is still just so rough. It's like I'm back to square one. Now imagine I moved into the house without plaster, and this is what you would see in the house with all my belongings in the house. It was hard, still hard. So now there will be a lot of cleaning, but I may not clean now. I want to clean once and for all. Like, if I could even color, but I think I would need to color when everything is done. You see, the water is disturbing me a lot around here, so I need to get the stones as soon as I possibly can, so that I save the foundation, because we know the foundation is the strength of the house. So there's a lot of water when it comes from here. Yeah, the water comes from there and then stages all here. And because my tank is very small, the water comes from up there, and this tank sometimes gets very full, and when it gets full, all the water just gets there. So it is something that is very disturbing, and I need to figure out how to sort it. And guys, see, I have planted a few flowers. I know some of you are going to be like, why did you plant flowers? Why not food? I'm coming. I'm going to plant food. So I wanted a bit of color around my space, and there was simply just this is the flower we got from Sarah Pedun, and I got this from Fort, my recent trip from there. I got this from there, so I hope they grow. And this one I put in the green plant for the birds. You all know the green plant, and flowers around there. So don't judge me, the place is still looking rough, and I'm showing you this because one day we shall have it all clean and looking nice, and you'll be like, oh, how did you do it? And then you look back on these videos and realize this is how it all started happening. I have more plants. I've replanted these ones. I remember the one that was just in the corner. Yes, so I've replanted them. I like them. The other thing I hate about builders is they like wasting. Sorry. So yeah, that's how our house is looking. That's how our house is looking for now. It's looking very nice. I also can't wait to finish plastering all my walls so that I can put this. So this is a wall that separates me from my neighbor. It's her wall, but now she plastered her side, and now I have to plaster my side. Which is something complicated for now. Your girl is overwhelmed with things to do. Anyway, I was telling you, then guys, remember this side? This is what is remaining, but I think they're going to work on it today. They're going to work on it today. I am super duper excited. I want to be able to put flowers right there. Those little pots, I'll put them up there. I can't wait. Yeah, and then everything you're seeing here, guys, is just rough work. Everything you're seeing here is just rough work, and when it's finally done, I'll have to repaint the windows. I'll have to do, are they called terrazzos or what? Yeah, so you can see water is already an issue around here, but we are going to fix it. For now, this is how the back is looking. I still have Emmy's small house around here, but it's going to be changed, so I'm still figuring out what is going to be the best space, because this has been very nice, but I want to use this space for something else. And I also want to put another exit door here, because it's not healthy to have just one exit door. And yeah, don't mind about the rough work. Yesterday they did, so I have to clean it today. And this is another plumbing for the bathroom. This is for the bathroom, and they didn't put for the toilet because they had put it in a position I did not like, so I told them to cancel. When I get done with this and doing final plumbing, then they will put another hole there, around there. These are electricity poles. So, but I think they're going to work on this today, and it will be done. So possibly in our next update, you will see the whole place. So these are some nails. These are my staircase nails. No, mitaimbwa is what? I don't know what mitaimbwa is in iron bars. Yes, so this is what is remaining to accomplish. I'm hoping that today they will finish all of it. I'm hoping that today they will finish all of it. So they'll have to put Nzija. They'll have to put you know, when the guy who was doing electricity was working, he put a bit of crack there. So they will need to put some net and then re-plaster there and finish off the top so that the rain does not destroy our things. So yeah, that's the update. I hope you love it, and bye.